Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Saira Mujtaba with the news at 9. The headlines. Nearly 66% voter turnout recorded in first phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections. Voting also held for by-polls in 31 Assembly constituencies in 10 states and Wayanad parliamentary seat in Kerala. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that government is working with holistic approach to strengthen health infrastructure in the country. Himachal Pradesh High Court quashes appointment of 6 chief parliamentary secretaries, declares the law under which appointments were made as void. 43rd edition of India International Trade Fair to begin at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi tomorrow. British author Samantha Harvey wins 2024 Booker Prize for her novel Orbital. And in cricket, hosts South Africa win the toss and elect to field against India in 3rd T20 International at Centurion. And now the news in detail. Polling concluded peacefully for the first phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand. Nearly 66% voter turnout was recorded till reports last came in. 43 constituencies spread over 15 districts went to polls in this phase. Polling concluded at 5 p.m. except at 950 sensitive booths in 31 constituencies where voting concluded at 4 p.m. After today's polling, the political fortunes of 683 candidates were sealed in EVMs. Important candidates whose fates will be decided during today's poll include former Chief Minister Champai Soren of the BJP from Saraikela, Rajya Sabha MP and JMM candidate Mahua Majhi from Ranchi, Rameshwar Orao of the Congress from Lohardagga, Saryu Rai of Janata Dal United from Jamshedpur West, and Harilal Mahato of AJSU from Ichagarh. During a media briefing in Ranchi this evening, Jharkhand's Chief Electoral Officer K. Ravi Kumar said the voting percentage is likely to increase as reports from remote areas are yet to come. He said the voter turnout in urban areas has been less than what was expected.
मेजर कोई इंसिडेंट नहीं है। नया लोकेशन में हम लोग इसी बार बूथ कराए थे, पहले रीलोकेशन होती थी, वहां पर भी अच्छा तरफ से पोलिंग हुआ। अर्बन एरिया में हम लोग को थोड़ा सा ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था, वहां पर अर्बन एरिया में पहले की तरफ से वोटिंग थोड़ा सा कम में रही।
The Election Commission has said that the turnout surpassed the 63.9% recorded in these constituencies during the 2019 Assembly elections. More from our correspondent.
Polling of the first phase in Jharkhand was marked by a participation with a large tribal population, including areas affected by left-wing extremism. Voters from diverse groups, including first-time voters, elderly, women, PWD and tribal, among others, were seen exercising their franchise despite threats and boycott calls. Maximum 77.32% polling was recorded in Kharsava and minimum 51.50 was reported in Ranchi. In Budapad area in Garhwa district, once considered a stronghold of extremists, long queues and peaceful polling signaled the deep penetration of democratic ethos. With KK Lal, Sanjeev Sharma, Akashvani News, Ranchi.
Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, along with Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar and Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, constantly monitor the situation across over 15,000 polling stations. Voting was also held today for the by-elections in 31 assembly constituencies across 10 states and Wayanad parliamentary seat in Kerala. These include 7 seats in Rajasthan, 6 in West Bengal, 5 seats in Assam, 4 in Bihar, 3 seats in Karnataka and 2 in Madhya Pradesh. Besides these, assembly by-polls also took place for 1 seat each in Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat and Meghalaya. Nearly 65% voting was recorded in by-poll for Kerala's Wayanad parliamentary constituency held today. The electoral battle has intensified for the second phase of assembly polls in Jharkhand and single-phase polling in Maharashtra. Top leaders of various political parties are leaving no stone unturned to garner the support for their candidates. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi addressed public meetings at Sarath in Devghar district and in Godda district of Jharkhand. He asserted that the BJP and the NDA have been instrumental in the creation and development of Jharkhand and are committed to making it one of India's leading states. He vowed to address the declining tribal population and infiltration in the Santhal region. The Prime Minister noted the enthusiasm of voters in the first phase of the elections, stressing that people's resolve to protect livelihood, daughters, and land is evident at every polling booth. Mr. Modi accused the ruling Jharkhand Mukti Morcha or JMM, Congress and RJD alliance of rampant corruption and diverting funds sent by the centre for the welfare of the poor for personal gains.
पहले कांग्रेस, फिर आरजेडी और जेएमएम, इन दलों ने इस क्षेत्र में लंबे समय तक राज किया है, लेकिन आपको इन्होंने दिया क्या? इन्होंने संथाल परगना को सिर्फ पलायन दिया है, गरीबी दी है, बेरोजगारी दी है.
At an election rally in Bagmara, senior JMM leader and Chief Minister Hemant Soren accused the central government of neglecting Jharkhand, stating that it has failed to address the needs of the tribal communities and the poor. He emphasized his commitment to addressing these issues if re-elected.
महंगाई बढ़ा करके आसमान पहुंचा दिया, महंगाई घटाने का नाम नहीं ले रहा. आज स्कूल कॉलेज का किताब कलम दाल रोटी चावल सब्जी सब महंगा. महागठबंधन की सरकार थी तो उसमें गैस सिलेंडर 450 टका में मिलता था.
Meanwhile, leaders from RJD, AJSU and left parties are also campaigning across the state. Polling in Jharkhand in the second phase will take place for 38 seats on the 20th of this month. Voting for all 288 constituencies in Maharashtra will also take place on the same day. BJP leader and Union Minister Amit Shah addressed a public rally at Dondaicha and Jintur of Maharashtra today. He reassured that the NDA government will protect the reservation quotas for SC, ST and OBC communities, pledging that these quotas will not be reduced. Mr. Shah accused the Mahavikas Aghadi or MV alliance of a soft stance on terrorism, emphasizing that national security remains a top priority for the NDA government.
मोदी जी ने देश को सुरक्षित किया, देश को समृद्ध किया. ये मनमोहन सिंह जी हमारे अर्थतंत्र को 11वें नंबर पर छोड़कर गए थे. मोदी जी ने 10 ही साल में 11वें नंबर पर से 5वें नंबर पर लाने का काम. 2027 में भारत की इकोनॉमी दुनिया में तीसरे नंबर पर आ जाएगी.
Meanwhile, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge criticized the NDA government for not increasing the minimum support price or MSP for soya bean. He also criticized the central government for making false promises to the farmers.
अब MSP जो है 4,892 रुपए है, वो भी किसानों को नहीं मिल रहा. अब किसान कम दाम में वो बेच रहे हैं और परेशान हैं.
Shiva Sena UBT leader Uddhav Thackeray also addressed a rally in Savantwadi. NCP leader Sharad Pawar also held rallies across different constituencies in Pune. Campaigning is also in full swing for by-elections in 15 assembly constituencies, including 9 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 4 in Punjab and 1 each in Kerala and Uttarakhand, along with Maharashtra's Nanded parliamentary constituency, where voting will be held on the 20th of November. Counting of votes will be held on the 23rd of November. Maharashtra will go to polls on the 20th of November in our series of constituency profiles. Today we take a look at the Ovada Majiwada Assembly constituency in the state. More from our correspondent.
Ovada Majiwada is one of the 18 Vidhan Sabha constituencies in Thane district. Ovada Majiwada came into existence in 2009 and since then it has been a Shiv Sena stronghold and the bastion of incumbent MLA Pratap Sarnaik. In 2009, Mr. Sarnaik won the seat by defeating MNS candidate Sudhakar Chauhan with a narrow margin of just over 9,000 votes. In 2014, he secured a notable victory over BJP's Sanjay Pandey with a margin of around 11,000 votes. His margin increased dramatically in 2019 when he triumphed with a margin of over 84,000 votes, defeating MNS candidate Sanjay Patsange. Following the split in Shiv Sena, Sarnaik aligned with Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and is contesting again as the Shiv Sena candidate from Ovada Majiwada. This time he will face Naresh Manera of Shiv Sena UBT and Sandeep Patsange from MNS. Lob Singh Rathod of the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi is also in the fray. Ankita Apte, Akashvani News, Mumbai.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download the News on AIR app. Welcome back. You're listening to News at 9. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has emphasized that the government is working with a holistic approach to strengthen the health infrastructure in the country. He was speaking after dedicating 18 Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendra at various railway stations across the country. Mr. Modi inaugurated these kendra through video conferencing from Darbhanga in Bihar, along with other developmental projects worth over 12,000 crore rupees.
हमारी सरकार देश की सेवा के लिए, लोगों के कल्याण के लिए हमेशा प्रतिबद्ध रही है। सेवा की इसी भावना से यहां विकास से जुड़े 12,000 करोड़ रुपए का अलग अलग प्रोजेक्ट का शिलान्यास और लोकार्पण हुआ है।
These kendra will ensure availability of quality medicines at railway stations for the passengers at affordable prices. The Supreme Court of India has ruled the executive cannot act as the judiciary in determining the guilt of individuals by demolishing their properties. In a significant judgment on pleas challenging the bulldozer action by authorities against accused individuals, the court stated that any demolition without proper authorization would be considered arbitrary. Himachal Pradesh High Court today quashed the appointment of 6 Chief Parliamentary Secretaries or CPSs and declared the law under which the appointments were made as void. A division bench of the High Court comprising Justices Vivek Thakur and B.C. Negi also directed that all the facilities and privileges of these CPSs be withdrawn with immediate effect. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 6-day visit to Nigeria, Brazil and Guyana from Saturday. Briefing media in New Delhi this evening, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said that Mr. Modi will visit Brazil on the 18th and 19th of this month to attend the 19th G20 summit. He said this will be the Prime Minister's third official visit to Brazil.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be embarking on a 3-nation visit on Saturday, the 16th of November. He'll go to Nigeria, to Brazil and to Guyana. The visit to Brazil is for the 19th G20 summit that's being held on the 18th and 19th of November. This particular G20 summit is going to be a very special summit because it will be the first time that the African Union will take its place in the G20 grouping as a member.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today held a bilateral meeting with Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud in New Delhi. During the meeting, both leaders discussed avenues to strengthen the strategic partnership between India and Saudi Arabia in areas including trade, investment, energy, defence, security, culture and consular matters. The 43rd edition of the India International Trade Fair, IITF, will begin at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi tomorrow. The theme of this year's fair is Viksit Bharat in 2047. Our correspondent reports that the focus state this year is Jharkhand, while Bihar and Uttar Pradesh are the partner states. British author Samantha Harvey has won the 2024 Booker Prize for her novel Orbital, the first book set in space to win the prize. Orbital contemplates the world from a different viewpoint as it follows a team of astronauts aboard the International Space Station. It is the biggest selling book on the shortlist in the UK and has also outsold the past 3 Booker winners combined up to the eve of their success. In cricket, India won 96 for 1 in 8 overs against host South Africa in the third T20 International at Centurion when reports last came in. Earlier, host won the toss and opted to field. The 4-match series is currently levelled at 1-1. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Over 66% voter turnout recorded in first phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections. Voting also held for by-polls in 31 Assembly constituencies in 10 states and Wayanad parliamentary seat in Kerala. Prime Minister Modi asserts that government is working with holistic approach to strengthen health infrastructure in the country. Himachal Pradesh High Court quashes appointment of 6 CPSs, declares the law under which appointments were made as void. 43rd edition of International Trade Fair to begin at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi tomorrow. British author Samantha Harvey wins 2024 Booker Prize for her novel Orbital. And in cricket, host South Africa win the toss and elect to field against India in 3rd T20 International at Centurion. That's all in the news at 9. Good night.